Hi everyone. Today we discuss about the canon of taxation. Canon of taxation includes the principle of equality, principle of convenience, principle of simplicity, principle of certainty, principle of productivity, principle of flexibility, principle of equality. That is the subject of every state out to contribute towards the support of the government as nearly as possible in proportion to their respective abilities, that is in proportion to the revenue which they respectively enjoy under the production of the state. Principle of certainty. The principle describes that the tax which is in individual is found to pay out to be certain and not to arbitrary. The time of payment, the manner of payment, the quantity to be paid, it is all to be clear and planned to the contributor and to every other person. The taxpayers should not be subject to arbitrariness and discrimination of the tax officials, in which case there will be scope for corrupt tax administrations. Third principle is convenience. Principle of convenience. The principle takes into consideration interest of the taxpayer, the view of payment of tax. It emphasizes that mode and timing of tax payment should be so far possible convenient to the taxpayer. The principle recommends the unnecessary trouble to the taxpayer should be avoided. Otherwise, various ill effects may result. Fourth one is principle of productivity. The canon of taxations, the fourth principle is principle of productivity. It is also called the principle of fiscal adequacy. According to the principle, the tax system should be able to yield enough revenue for the treasury, and the government should not should not be forced to resort to deficit financing. The principle is thus also called principle of adequacy. Then fifth one is principle of simplicity. The system should not be too complicated. The tax system should not be too complicated. It is make difficult to administrator to understand, and it is the problems difference in interpretation to legal dispute. It is the main one is it is not to be complicated. All the person to understand the all the things. That is the simplicity of the principle. Then last one is principle of flexibility. Flexibility means it is should be a flexible, so that is become possible for the authorities and without undue delay to revise the tax structure both with respect to its coverage and rates. The tax system is revised both, that is the respect to coverage of rates, to suit the changes requirement of the economy and the treasury. Upper principle of flexibility is the it should be flexible. It is the become the possible of the authority without undue delay to revise the system, because it is the tax rates is based on the requirement. The rates is differ, that is the reframing the system. The coverage and rates, it is the based on the requirement of the treasury. Okay. So we discuss about the principle of taxation, that is a general principles of taxation or canon of taxation include the 6 points. That these six are: one is principle of equality, it is a equality to the all the persons; and principle of certainty, it is the principle of convenience; and principle of productivity, principle of simplicity, principle of flexibility. These 6 points are the general principles of taxations or canon of taxation. Thank you.